Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bliss Section podcast, where we have meaningful conversations that inspire healing, growth, resilience, and hope. I'm your host, Tammy. And today's episode shines a light on one of the most important conversations of our time, youth mental health. Across the country, so many young people are struggling in silence, and the adults who love them are searching for ways to better understand, support, and connect with them. Joining us today is LaShay Smith-Young, founder of Young and Striving Foundation and the creator of Just Listen campaign. A registered nurse, a global mental health leader, community activist, and devoted mother, LaShay's transformed her family's personal journey into a movement dedicated to helping parents, caregivers, educators, and communities recognize the power of simply listening. We'll discuss the inspiration behind Just Listen campaign, the growing youth mental health crisis, practical ways that families can create safe spaces and honest conversations, and her powerful book, Black Boy Joy, What Happened When He Finally Spoke and Someone Listened, co-authored by her and her son. This is a conversation filled with wisdom, compassion, and practical tools that can help us all better support the young people in our lives. Let's enter the Bliss section. Hello, LaShay. Welcome to the Bliss section podcast. For those who are meeting you for the very first time, tell us about your journey and what inspired you in your passion for mental health advocacy.
Well, what inspired me is my son. So I started the Young and Striving Foundation back in 2017 without knowing the real purpose for it. It wasn't until the situation that happened with my son when he was 14 years old in 2021 that I found a real passion for the foundation. And in 2025 is when we decided that we're going to write a book about it. And so it came to me that this should be the initiative for the Young and Striving Foundation and the purpose. I feel like this is what God wanted me to do. Like, I knew I had a passion and wanted to do something for the youth, but then it came, the actual mission and the purpose came behind my son and his issue with depression and anxiety.
Thank you for sharing that. And I was so looking forward to our conversation today. I'm so here for conversation with those who are truly passionate and walking in purpose for mental health advocacy, if you call it mental wealth, mind care. I'm so here for it. And I know it's not easy speaking about from a personal experience, especially when it's regarding to your son. What's it like supporting your son through depression, anxiety, and what lessons did this journey teach you?
Yeah, so it's been a challenge. It's been very challenging. Just finding out that he was struggling with mental health was a huge challenge for me. But this happened to him, like I said, when he was 14. He is currently 18 years old right now, and he's doing absolutely amazing. So I wanted to be able to tell the story of how he was able to come to me and share that he was dealing with something and that he needed help, and that I was able to help him get the help that he needed without judging or without making him feel like it's something that we can just get through on our own. So we made sure he got the help he needed. And right now he's doing so well. It's just such a relief, and just being able to tell the story and see if we can reach somebody, with the Just Listen campaign, to get them to be able to speak out and share with their parents or their loved ones, and just let them know when they're dealing with something, because so many people are struggling with mental health and don't realize it, and they're not being able to handle it like maybe we would back in the day. But these days it's a lot more challenging for children to deal with things, and I want to make it known that they have someone that they can talk to and listen to, someone that will listen to what they're dealing with. And so I want to reach the parents, I want to reach the communities, I want to reach the churches, you know what I mean? Just to let them know this is something that our community is dealing with, and we need to do something about it.
So many young people just struggle in silence and afraid to ask for help. And I'm so happy that your son is doing well now. These are the stories that people definitely need to hear. What would you say are some of the warning signs that parents or educators should be on the lookout for, especially when it's coming to the for the youth?
Yes. So warning signs, I would say maybe change slight changes in behavior, isolation, uh,
Yeah.
maybe dropping grades. For my son, it wasn't as prevalent, but I did notice because he's a very mild-mannered person anyway, and kind of keeps to himself. But it was eye-opening when he came to me because his personality didn't reflect that. He would come to me and ask me if I've ever been to therapy. And so you can just imagine how I felt when he said that. But yeah, just looking for those type of signs, withdrawn and grades and things like that. That may be a sign that something is going on.
And piggybacking off of you say your son is, in a better place now. I would love to talk about your book, Black Boy Joy. And it seems like just a powerful literary masterpiece. What inspired you and your son to share this story? And is he on like the talking path with you? Does he speak out of his story, or do you speak on his behalf?
So right now we are working at it together. The book is going to share both of our perspectives, from my perspective and his perspective, and it also is going to have a parent kit and a teen kit from his perspective. So we share it together. We're speaking it together, and when we do share things on social media, he's starting to have a voice. Showing people that this is like, as for example, he plays golf. That's part of his therapy for him to get through things that he's dealing with. He's very open and willing and ready to share with people so that they can get the help they need. And teens need to hear from teens. They need to hear from their peers on someone who's been through it, that's getting through it. And I'm so glad that he's willing to tell his story and help other people.
Yes, definitely my thanks to your son, in addition to you as well, for sharing this story. So inspirational and powerful. What has been some of the responses from readers, particularly young Black men and their families, regarding the book?
So as far as we have, the book is going to be released it's going to be officially released in October. So no one has
Nice.
read it yet.
Nice.
It'll
No
be
one's read it yet. Well, I'm
yeah.
looking forward to the reviews. I'm looking forward to reading it myself. And LaShay, mental health stigma still exists in many communities, as you know, especially our community. What are some conversations that we need to have to break those barriers and end the stigmas?
Yeah, I feel like we need to just listen to our children, like ask questions, like how
Yes.
are you? How are you really? Like just dig deeper instead of just being surface and not trying to fix the situation yourself, but listening to them and seeing what it is that they need. Because if they need therapy, we need to make sure they get therapy, they get the medication, whatever it is they need to help them be better. We need to make sure we're being a listening ear for them.
Just listen, right? For
Just
sure.
listening. Just listening.
That's it. And as a registered nurse, what misconceptions about mental health do you wish more people understood?
Oh, misconceptions. I would, that medication is not the way to go. Some people need medication to get through their traumas and the
Very
things that
true.
they're going through. So I'm not opposed to it. I feel like people should be more open to trying things like that to help them get the therapy and the help they need to get through those situations.
Regarding your foundation, Young and Striving, is there any way people can get involved and help and join into any initiatives that you have underway?
Yeah, there's ways to get involved. We also, right now, we have a program and we're taking donations. We're just getting started, so we're working on our founding members right now, and the first 100 people. That's something we're working on right now, and we have a community where you can get your like contact information and get on our mailing list so you'll know when the book is coming out, and whatever events we have coming up, we'll be sharing with you that way.
Nice. Very, very nice. I want to ask, what does bliss mean to you?
Bliss, bliss means joy to me, which is what the book is about, joy, just having joy, feeling peace.
I love it. Is there anything else you want to share regarding the Just Listen campaign or the foundation that you'll want our audience to know about?
Every young person deserves to be heard. It starts with a conversation. Mental health is so important. It's so prevalent in our communities, and we need to make sure that we're listening and making sure that we're getting people the help that they need, because it's no joke out there. Especially, just not just for the youth in general, but the youth struggle a lot. And a lot of times I feel like if it gets nipped in the bud at a younger age, it prevents a lot of other things from happening. A lot of kids have a lot of anger, and it makes them go in a direction that they don't need to be in. So just make sure you're listening and supporting them. That's the most powerful thing we can do.
Most powerful thing you can do. LaShay, caring for someone experiencing a mental health challenge can be demanding. For some people, it may be emotional draining, honestly. How can people prioritize their own mental health while supporting someone they love who has experienced a mental health issue or challenge?
Well, as you know, we can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to take care of yourself. You have to be mentally well to help someone else. Yeah. So just making sure you're taking care of yourself, exercising. If you need mental health, you seek a therapist, get the help that you need so that you can support someone else.
Looking ahead, what's your vision for Young and Striving and Just Listen campaign, maybe 5-10 years from now?
I want to speak around the world about the Just Listen campaign and help people in various different states. Hey, we can go out the country, but I really want to take it back home for sure to Chicago, because that's where I was born and raised, and I want to make sure that I touch some lives there, because so many people there can use the help, and I want to be able to give back. So that's my plan, to touch as many lives as possible to steer them in the right direction and make sure they're getting the help that they need and the support.
Your energy is just so naturally beautiful and bubbly and positive and passionate about the work that you're doing. I sense in my soul, and I speak in existence, you have already made an impact on numerous lives, and there's so many more lives that you're going to touch, as well as your son, for sure. So the book comes out in October. Is there a site or that they can be on the lookout for to get it? Are you doing any book signings, things of that nature?
So yes, they'll be able to pre-order it on our website, ysf-community.org. And also I'm having a launch party for the book. It's going to be October the 25th. And we'll be doing a book signing there as well.
And where is it?
Atlanta.
Region? Atlanta. Awesome. Super awesome. Atlanta is amazing for sure. For anyone who is watching this and their child may not have been diagnosed yet, but they're starting to see the symptoms and they may be feeling a little discouraged right now, what words of wisdom would you leave them to uplift them at the moment, LaShay?
Just be present, be there, and then to ask probing questions, like I mentioned before, like, are you okay? Are you really okay? Is there something that I can do to help you? And just let them lead with what they feel like they need help with.
Is there anything else you would like to say before we go?
Just follow us. Follow us. We're on a mission. We want to help as many people as we possibly can. The goal is just to get the Just Listen campaign out there, make it well known so people know that it's okay to get the help you need. It's okay to get therapy. It's okay if you need medication. And it may be temporary and you can still be okay. Like my son, he doesn't need medication anymore. He's doing absolutely amazing and he's playing football. He just went to college and I'm just so excited
Wow.
for him.
Congratulations to him. Yes.
Thank you so much. And it's just been a blessing. And I'm just grateful for this opportunity. I'm glad that God laid it on my heart to do this and to help other kids to see that they can go to their parents, they can, get the help they need, and it's okay for therapy.
LaShay, I wish you the best on your continued journey. Huge shout out to Young and Striving Foundation, as well as
Thank
to the Just
you.
Listen campaign. Shout
Yes,
out to your
follow up.
son as well. You
Oh,
are.
I do have one more thing I want to
Oh,
mention.
absolutely.
We have a parent guide that is on YouTube and little short series videos that can help parents. So please follow our YouTube page and and Instagram and TikTok, Facebook too.
All of the things.
All of the things. Threads.
Period. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, LaShay, for being on the Bliss Section podcast today. Keep up the amazing work and keep being awesome.
Thank
you. You are so needed in this world.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I can look at your smile all day. So gorgeous. Thank you so much. Talk soon. Peace. LaShay is so awesome, y'all. What an inspiring and important conversation we had with her today. Today's discussion just reminding us that sometimes the most powerful thing we can offer another person isn't a solution. It's our presence, it's our compassion, it's our willingness to just truly listen. If this episode encouraged you, challenged you, your perspective, or just reminded you of someone who could benefit from this message, please share it. Together, we can help create communities where every young person feels seen, feels heard, valued, and supported. A heartfelt thank you to LaShay for joining us and for the incredible work she's doing through Young and Striving Foundation and the Just Listen campaign to improve mental health awareness and strengthen families. Thank you for tuning in to the Bliss Section podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Until next time, remember, prioritize your mental wellness, extend kindness to yourself and to others, and never underestimate the power of listening. Take care, y'all. All is well. All will be well. Peace.